Everyone wants success. Everyone dreams of changing their life. But most people fail, not because success is impossible, but because they believe big results need huge actions. They wait for the perfect day, the perfect plan, or the perfect opportunity. And while they wait, their dreams quietly fade away. But what if I told you success isn't about giant leaps? What if just improving by 1% every single day could completely transform your life? Let me tell you a story about a boy named Ahmed. Ahmed was an ordinary student, average in studies, average in sports, average in almost everything. Every time he compared himself to others, he felt small. His friends scored better in exams, spoke with confidence, and seemed to live life effortlessly. Ahmed tried to change himself many times, but the pressure of trying to become perfect overnight always crushed him. He studied hard for 1 week, but soon gave up. He joined the gym, but quit after 10 days. He tried waking up early, but failed within 3 days. Every time he failed, he whispered to himself, "Maybe I'm just not good enough." Slowly, he started believing he was destined to remain average. His days became a cycle of frustration and disappointment. Each morning he woke up with determination that quickly faded. Each night he went to bed feeling smaller, weaker, and more defeated than before. It wasn't that he lacked potential. It was that he had no plan that felt achievable, nothing that gave him hope that lasting change was possible. One afternoon, while walking home from school with his head down, Ahmed noticed his grandfather sitting quietly in the courtyard, polishing an old wooden chair. Curious, Ahmed stopped and asked, "Grandfather, why do you spend hours polishing this old chair? It will never look new again." His grandfather looked up and smiled, his eyes calm and knowing. "Do you see these tiny strokes of polish?" he asked. "Each one is small, almost invisible, but over time they add shine. Slowly, with patience, the chair will glow again." Ahmed frowned, confused. "But grandfather," he said, "this chair is old. It's broken in some places. It can never be perfect again. Why bother?" His grandfather's eyes twinkled. "Life is like this chair, my child," he said gently. "You don't need to fix everything at once. You don't need to become perfect overnight. You only need to polish a little each day. One stroke at a time, that's the secret of transformation." Ahmed thought about the chair. The slow, methodical polish seemed almost magical in its simplicity. He realized he had been trying to overhaul his life all at once, setting himself up for failure every time. He decided to try this small step approach, what his grandfather called the 1% rule, in his own life. The next day, Ahmed decided to start small. Instead of aiming to study 3 hours straight, he studied for just 15 minutes. He wrote a few notes, read a short passage, and put the books away. It felt manageable, even easy, and for the first time, he didn't feel defeated. The next day, he added 5 more minutes. The day after that, he added another 5 minutes. Slowly, the minutes turned into a half hour, then an hour, and then 2. He realized that consistency mattered far more than intensity. Each small effort stacked on top of the last, compounding into real change. He applied the same approach to physical fitness. Instead of forcing himself to run 5 kilometers on his first day, he started with 5 push-ups, just 5. The next day, 6. Then 7. It didn't feel overwhelming. With time, 5 push-ups became 10, then 20, and eventually 50. Each day he looked in the mirror, he noticed his body becoming stronger, leaner, and more resilient. Ahmed applied the 1% rule to other areas too. He wanted to improve his English. Instead of memorizing long lists of vocabulary, he learned 5 new words a day. 5 seems small, almost pointless, but day by day, the words accumulated. Within a month, he knew 150 new words. Within 3 months, his sentences became smoother, more confident, and before he knew it, he could express himself clearly and fluently. At first, the progress seemed invisible. Nobody noticed, and sometimes Ahmed wondered if it was working at all. But then small victories started to appear. He could answer questions in class without hesitation. His classmates began asking him for help with assignments. Teachers started to notice his improved focus and understanding. His friends complimented him on his improved posture and confidence. Months passed and Ahmed's growth became undeniable. He didn't become a genius overnight, but he became better, stronger, and more confident than he had ever been. One day during a school debate competition, Ahmed stood at the podium and delivered his arguments flawlessly. He won first place. His classmates and teachers were shocked. "Ahmed," they asked, "how did you change so much?" Ahmed smiled, calm and humble. "He didn't change all at once. I just became 1% better every day." This was the hidden truth of success. Small, consistent improvements compound over time. Imagine this. Improving just 1% every single day means that in a year, you are 37 times better than when you started. A tiny step today is the foundation for massive change tomorrow. Think of reading. 10 pages a day may seem insignificant, but in a year, you could finish 12 to 15 books. Think of savings. Just $1 a day is nothing at first, but after a year, you have built a powerful habit stronger than waiting for a big income. Ahmed realized that success isn't about giant leaps. It's about patience, consistency, and trust in the process. Small steps, repeated daily, create unstoppable momentum. But the story doesn't end there. Ahmed's newfound habits and confidence affected his surroundings too. Friends noticed his calmness. He encouraged others to start small, to focus on tiny, achievable improvements. He helped a struggling friend improve in studies by sharing how he broke big tasks into manageable parts. He motivated another friend to start exercising by showing how 5 minutes of activity each day grows into hours of fitness over time. Slowly, his positivity and consistency inspired those around him. Months later, Ahmed faced a bigger challenge. His father fell ill. In the past, such a situation would have overwhelmed him. He might have panicked, blamed himself, or shut down. But now, he faced it with patience and composure. He listened attentively, supported his family, and tackled challenges one step at a time, applying the same principle he had learned from his grandfather and himself. Even when a friend came to him distraught if after losing a job, Ahmed responded with calm guidance rather than worry or fear. He reminded his friend to focus on small, manageable steps and daily improvement. Ahmed realized that his heart had grown big enough to absorb life's difficulties without losing peace. He had become like the lake his grandfather had shown him in the story of small strokes, vast, calm, and resilient. Ahmed never became perfect. Problems still came. School assignments, deadlines, mistakes, arguments, and failures. But none of them shook him the way they used to. Minor setbacks became ripples rather than storms. Small frustrations didn't control his mood or his mind. He had learned the secret. Your 1% today is your 100% tomorrow. Life itself became a series of small victories. He noticed the first rays of sunlight in the morning, the laughter of children outside, the aroma of bread from the bakery, and the rustle of leaves in the wind. Each became a drop filling the lake of his heart, expanding his capacity for joy, patience, and peace. As Ahmed grew in consistency, others noticed the transformation. He smiled freely, laughed easily, helped without expectation, and inspired friends, classmates, and family alike. The lesson he learned was simple, yet profound. Big success is nothing more than small improvements done consistently. You don't need to change everything at once. You only need to become 1% better today and let that compound over time. Ahmed shared this wisdom with everyone who would listen. He taught them to focus on tiny steps, one at a time, and to trust that small progress adds up to extraordinary results. Over time, Ahmed's life became a reflection of his own advice. By focusing on small daily improvements, he had built discipline, confidence, resilience, and happiness, a life far beyond what he could have imagined when he first felt stuck and ordinary. And so, the story of Ahmed reminds us all, greatness is not built in a day. It is built daily, one small stroke, one small step, 1% improvement at a time. Your 1% today is your 100% tomorrow. If this story inspired you, share it with others to help them grow bigger hearts and find peace amidst life's challenges.